Mitumba Chap Chap mbele iko sawa.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Mitumba Chap Chap official channel. I am Grace Wambere, CEO Mitumba Chap Chap.
So welcome back to our show. Karibuni sana tena with Grace Wambere, the beautiful Madam CEO.
Oh.
Yeah, so we want to know your journey. I think we have talked about the shops and a lot of stuff, but we need to know, like, na feel tuanzie tena. Let's start again. Unajua kuna ile mtu anataka kuanza. Give us that experience ndio mtu asikie. Okay, mimi ni Grace Wambere. Nimeanza tena. Okay.
Hapa ndio nilianzia.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, kindly, would you like give us that opportunity of knowing where you started?
Where I started.
Yeah, and who is Grace Wambere?
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Grace Wambere is a mother of 4 children. I have 3 boys and 1 girl. So about Mitumba, where did I start? I think I can start from the roots, how I grew up.
Okay.
My mom ni fundi. She's a tailor.
Wow.
Unaona wale mafundi wasemanga mmempelekea nguo sijui ya kufanya nini. But she was good. She's there na amegoma. Okay, so kidogo tu.
Memes ziko.
Msiweke meme tafadhali. So my mom by this is a fundi.
Yeah.
So you can imagine I've grown up with, since nizaliwe, ni ile mama natupatia kuweka kifungo. So that's hata sinanga shida ya mtumba. Ati nimepata hii blazer, haina kifungo hapa. So niseme nitaiacha juu haina kifungo. No, I can do it for myself because I learned that from my mom and also home science.
Yeah.
So I started that passion ya nguo nikiwa mdogo sana.
Okay.
Nikiwa high school, wale wanaweza nikumbuka kina Beatrice Dumia, kina Maureen Jaramba. You remember I used to sell to you bikers after the outfit, the kamisi. Unajua ile kamisi inakuanga na kamisi twingine tulikuwa tunavaa kanakuwa karefu kuliko ile nguo umevaa.
Yeah.
At some point, that's how old I am.
Yeah.
That's when they started out facing and bikers zikaingia. So tukaanza kuvaanga bikers.
Yeah.
So mama yangu pale Kamukonji Nyeri, mali alikuwa na kibanda, there's a lady who used to sell them in wholesale.
Okay.
So I would take, imagine a student, not a student, that's a pupil.
A pupil in high school.
In high school.
Okay.
So nachukua from my pocket money, naenda pale shule nauza na walimu wangu sahi, anyway hakuna kitu naweza fanya. Yeah. But naziuza and I get something from them, and also it was a good thing because I was introducing them to the new thing. Yeah, we are no longer doing trend. Those to kamisis with the rainbow lace there pale chain. So now we are doing bikers and boob tops.
For you, you've been on the trend.
I have been on the trend. Yeah.
Okay.
Now for Mitumba Chap Chap, it came now later. Yeah. Because I finished high school and nilienda Germany. Nimesomea Germany. I have a degree na IT.
But watu wengi hapo hivyo ndio wana. Okay. I think even for me I can vouch for you, and naweza kwambia I think the first time I saw you was I was in campus also. So I was attending an interview, like it was an interview, so I was a part of the crowd. Ile mmekuja mwone this show, it's about
I remember with Kobiki.
NTV.
Yes.
So for me I was there and I was like, okay, then nikasikia story, okay, IT Mitumba, then nikajambia
how?
Really?
How?
Really?
How?
IT Mitumba. So until I got to know you, yeah, I think they wanafaa kujua.
Here is a girl, she's gone to Germany.
Yes.
She has studied IT. And now here she is doing Mitumba. How?
Yeah.
So now to cut the long story short, this is how it all started.
Okay.
I came back from Germany in 2011. Obviously, in my mind was I'm an IT girl, and I started my own company. Yeah, web and graphic designing. I've done so many jobs for some people here, even some clients, they still call me, oh, unaweza nifanyia, na mwambia, let me refer you to someone else. No, I'm in fully in Mitumba.
Yeah.
So I started a company. Back then, ukiangalia email address yangu inaitangwa KVLGF Global. That is my IT company. I registered it in 2011.
Wow.
I was doing IT. I've done so many jobs. It's a web and graphic design.
So just to like pause you there as we continue. So I think on the viewer section, there's also some IT guys who are viewing us. Yeah. Would you like mind to continue with the platform that you have? Would you like continue having that company, and then you have people working for you still on that line? That's just
I can do. I can do it as a side hustle.
Wasaiti take it.
I can.
Tafadhali mniite.
Mniite.
I'll be interviewing you guys. Yeah, as we ride along. Grace Wambere, the IT specialist. Yeah, let's continue.
And now here we are. If you've been following Mitumba Chap Chap, why is Mitumba Chap Chap having a YouTube channel?
Okay.
Why is Mitumba Chap Chap printing t-shirts for the employees? How is Mitumba Chap Chap doing diaries? Why is Mitumba Chap Chap doing calendars for the clients? Why is Mitumba Chap Chap all over online, is on TikTok, is on Instagram and everywhere? Is because of now that background that I have of IT.
Okay.
So it means whatever nimesomea, I'm also implementing it and I've pulled it into Mitumba Chap Chap.
Wow.
Sasa. So now coming back to Kenya, I started all that and I followed it up now when I was expecting my firstborn. That was 2013. And now you can imagine nimezaliwa Nyeri. I've come all through. I've done my high school in 2003. 2004, I'm in Germany. 2011, I'm back in Kenya. But now in Nairobi.
Okay.
And now 2013, I'm pregnant. So you see, I'm not so well.
Okay.
As in sijazunguka Nairobi vizuri.
Bado.
So when I was expecting, I remember asking, sasa ni wapi naweza, unajua unafanyanga window shopping, the first baby you're always hippie. And I was being referred to so many places. Those places you go to, you get a list. Unaona ka bodysuit kanatoka hivi kawa karompa nini, then unakaa chini unaanza kusema okay, for a baby from this age to this I need 10 of these, I need 20 of these, and I need this of this. Unafanya hesabu inakuja like 100k plus, na haujaeka maternity, haujaeka you see other things like hata karai na nini, what if it was to be CS and normal. Don't be shocked. Yeah, that's what happened. So I looked at myself back then. My business now, the IT business, was still young. And now I started looking for the second, as in, a backup plan. What else can I do? Because this one is not working for me, the new stuff. What else can I do? And everybody was advising me and telling me, swende Gikomba. Niko zile, mimi niende Gikomba. Gikomba unajua sasa nikienda nitaibiwa, sijui nitainuliwa, you know those stories we hear. And it took so long for me to be like, alafu najua pregnancy is a thing you are not waiting. Because it's growing and days are running and the time is limited. So one day I decided, you know what, me I'll do this. Haya. How will I do it? So wanasemanga ukienda kunaibiwa nini, nitavaa jeans. Jeans inakuanga na kamfuko hapa hivi, kanaitangwa ni Kikuyu kafagwe. Then there's a bigger one, this hii kunyuma kuna ingine na kwa hii side ingine. Na kuna kwingine tunarushanga pesa. So I had to get whatever money that I had, ni split into hundreds, 200s nini. Alafu nasuda tu. So nasema wakiiba hii side, nitakuwa fair, sitakosa.
Make a place
then si baby smartphone, because I had that phone that I had come with from Germany. Back then 2013 bana. So kukua na kwanza na smartphone walikuanga naita nini touch. Touch. Kukua na hiyo ilikuanga ni a big deal. Then at the end of the day most were light skin. So nikienda kule wanaona aka juu. And they used to tell me they normally know when a new person comes in.
Okay.
So nikaficha hiyo pesa, nikatafuta kamulika mwizi. Nikaacha nini? Ile smartphone.
Okay.
So nilikuwa najua nikiibiwa sina loss kubwa. So I went, nikaenda pale Luthuli, nikachukua hiyo gari number 7. Shui, paka Kikosh. Wacha niwaambie mahali nilivuka hivi, as in where I need, where we got, that was the last stage at Kikomba. I could see so many vibandas shouting 30 bob, 20 bob, 50 bob. And then I could see, and you see I'm still pregnant. So I was like, I think I'm safe here. Here is the stage. I can see the matatus, and here is where I'm shopping. So in case anything happens, I will just jump. So going inside there was a no way for me. I shopped for allowed 1,500. We used to have those, what do you call them? Those paper bags. Back then, the paper bags that used to be, we used to have the yellow ones, and then written Marlboro with a guy with a God Papa, you know, Texas. And then the calendar the whole year. So the yellow one used to be the bigger one. So nikabeba, nimeenda home. My first time mom is always very excited. So numepanga uto tu vitu umetupanga. Then you start noticing, guy, yani hizi vitu zote na hiyo do tu. I'm going back there now with confidence. So I started noticing, I got these and these and this. So I need like 2 sweaters, sina. So I planned for going back. So the next time I went back, I risked. I started asking myself, how come people are going in there and they are coming back arrive? Even me, I'll do it. But then I will pretend I know this place. Even me, ata mimi ni mwenyeji. I know the place. So I entered. Now guess what I got? I went through a place, I found so many chicken. I'm like, no, this is the chicken market. The next one, I find so many tops. And you see also me, I'm pregnant. And maybe I've been wearing clothes and I've not been feeling so I find very nice tops. I started buy for myself. I got lost somewhere, but I couldn't ask. So I kept on checking. I had spotted a mosque somewhere. So I knew near that mosque there is a stage to Nairobi town. So I just played the mwenyeji until I got, that was my second time. Now, this is what happened. There's something I keep on telling people, it's called Baby Banda. And they were doing vetting online. And so anybody who was posting their photos, as in you are supposed to post a photo of a baby bump that you are currently carrying. And you are supposed to get likes. The person who gets the most likes will be vetted for that function of the baby mother, that they'll be pregnant women doing what? Modeling and showcasing their baby bumps. And they're being sponsored by, I remember that time it used to be Miadi or something in Ashley's. So I posted a photo and I asked people on my own, because I'm an IT girl, having had started in Germany, we were the most, you see, when Facebook was being created in 2007, we were there, and as we were much more exposed huko maju, because even for our own universities in Germany, I went to Frankfurt, Goethe University. So we used to also have our own online portal where we could like connect as the students. As in you can actually be asking wenye wanaishi ile hostel na waishi hiyo hostel ingine tuko na ka online setup ketu, hata kuwanga na WhatsApp kama hizo. So we had kwanza nakumbuka ilikuwa inaitwa StudiVZ, as in kizungu ni StudiVZ. Anyway, you don't have to concentrate on that. It's not the main thing. So I was so confident online. So I wasn't scared of posting my photo. And I did the link and I connected people. I told them, hey, you go like my photo.
Yeah.
So I was shortlisted, and I was among the first 10 pregnant women to be chosen for this thing.
Wow.
The baby banda, which was supposed to have happened in Sarit Center. And now tumeenda, because actually by the Ricky ana training, he's a model and he trains models. Yeah, so we were supposed to be trained how to model. Sasa unajua hatujajaza, tumezoeanga tu kubounce, lakini there is maybe that way you are supposed to, because pale inafanyikana modeling ya kweli, lakini you are all pregnant women. So it had been arranged, the 10 shortlisted ones, there'll be a training 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So tunapatana pale 10 pregnant women, hall moja, with the lead model who is training us. So now they see me.
Model ni
sikumbuki jina yake.
Wow.
But
nilikuwa nataka kuuliza ka bado pia ni pregnant.
Yeah, yuko pregnant. Yeye ni wa kutufunza venye tunakanyanga hivi, tunafanya hivi, tunafanya hivi nywele, you know, such things.
Yeah.
So her, she's not pregnant.
Yeah.
She's now she's training us for the big day.
Wow.
So we go and kumbe I'm wearing a top that I bought 2 weeks ago when I had gone to shop for my new the baby I'm expecting, and they are like, guys, the tops unatoanga wapi? Hey. The businesswoman in me in high school now comes in and says, "Ke unataka kama hizi? Naweza kuletea."
Wow.
Unavaa size by the venye naona unafaa. Size hey. Sasa we used to meet today, tomorrow we break, we meet the other day. Mimi kasa niko na kazi, kesho ni kurauka Gikomba. Hao wanawake ni wa screen hivi.
Ushajua sizes.
Exactly. Naangalia sizes, so nakuja nazo, whether they buy or they don't buy, but at least kuna kitu iko na fashion. You see, it's not, that thing became, it's not about it, it's not about being pregnant. You can be pregnant and look sexy, and you see all my other pregnancies, hey, nimekuanga hivi. Hakuna kuweka si ati kuwekanga maslipa tuna drag hivi, hapana, lazima unakaa vizuri.
Embrace the moment.
Yeah, so that's how actually my business started. That's how Mitumba Chap Chap started. No, but it started as Collection d'Elegance. So I always owe it to my son, my firstborn, Liam Kingori, my firstborn, because through his pregnancy, as in shopping for him, because sasa niliendelea kuvalisha mtoi. I remember there's a client I got kwa clinic. Nimeenda clinic, katoi nimekavalisha ka short, kwa sasa nimekuwa Germany. Hiyo uzunguni imenieka hiyo kitu ya you don't have to, sio lazima mtu yavae manguo mingi. So kajua kakiwaka, I'm very comfortable kuvalisha mtu hii ka short na kwa 3 months na ka t-shirt, then to socks nini. Then a lady there, hey, unapatanga wapi nguo za boys? And I used to say, this is my number, I can get them for you. Sasa hiyo unajua kwenye nazitoa? Sijui. Lakini sinakumbuka kuna place nilipitianga nikinunulia mtoto wangu. So that's how this started. So by the time my baby was getting to 6 months in 2014, I had already started my own page in the house. So I started going to Akina Toy Market,
sourcing out,
and I was doing it now through referrals. Referrals from what I'm posting on my Facebook. Kuendelea, then there's Akina Kilimani moms nini, so nikaanza kupostingi tu whatever I get. And then one day I created a page. It used to be called Collection d'Elegance. Collection d'Elegance was like, I've collected
elegant stuff.
With elegant stuff. Now ask me how I got my first stock with 2,000 bob. I went to get, now I decided after 6 months, after the baby is 6 months, now I'm out. I decided I'm going to Gikomba with 2,000 bob. And I'm like, hey, what do I buy? So I was getting the very nice tops at 100 bob or 150 bob, but the ones that fit me. In case they don't buy, I will wear them.
Wow.
The others are for Liam's age, upwards.
Yeah.
So if I don't get clients,
still he'll wear them.
exactly. So
Okay.
at there is no loss.
You have to be very intentional. I think you
But
are quite intentional
It's
in
the
everything.
worst thing you can ever do, because once you post today this top and nobody talks about it,
Yeah.
nobody is commenting, nobody is coming to you, you are like, it's okay, then I will wear it.
Okay.
So you don't have that push. You get? And that's why I keep telling people, when you go to buy clothes, you are selecting.
Yeah.
Never do your taste, never do your size.
Wow.
Don't go with that in mind, just pick something that is intact. So whatever I tell people today is from what I've experienced.
So camera is something intact.
It's intact,
I think
haijararuka, kuraruka, haijachapa, alafu it's on. You see, like whatever I'm wearing today.
Yeah.
This one, I got it from here. This is a dress I got from Mitumba Chap Chap towel.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I look good. The
You're
combination, I
looking
just
lovely.
combine,
You're
and
looking lovely.
it was
Yeah.
on different days.
Okay.
So I know I have this dress. Then I'm like, hey, by then I blazer. Then today I decided, why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're here from the elegance to Mitumba Chap Chap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mitumba Chap Chap. Okay, what captures me, I think, for me actually, I don't know if for the viewers we are still on the same page, but the Chap Chap. Okay, your Mitumba, and then your Chap Chap. So how does the Chap Chap present itself?
Like I
for
was
you?
saying, my story is very long.
Okay.
So I remember, Liam is born, I've started these online things, and then I'm decided, so I'm doing all sort of, even farming. Yeah? Then in 2016, that's when I decided to do Mitumba, like to do it now really, because I'm just going to select.
Okay.
Why shouldn't I do a bill? I had that fear.
Yeah.
And every person I asked was like, even the people I'm selecting from, they're like, hey, ukichukua mtu itakuchoma, utatoa matambara. But at that point, I never asked myself, how comes you guys are not getting matambara and yet I'm selecting from you, and then I'm bringing you business like almost every day. You get? At that time, you're so blinded, you don't even know to start.
Yeah.
So, 2016, I decided now to do it. I'll do a bill because I had gotten my second born.
Okay.
And now, you know, first born is now 2 years. Now here is the second born coming. So I'm also limited. And then sometimes it used to be so hard when you go to the market with a specific order. Nataka nguo ya mtoto wa 5 years, then you go look, imagine you don't get. So at some point I just said, why not do a bill?
Okay.
I will risk it. And that's where it all started. So you can imagine, for all that time, people were following me, seeing me posting, and they're asking me, how do you do this? Okay, just go to my page had grown. People have started embracing this thing that you can post things and send, and whatever you've seen on the photos is whatever you are getting, because you see my IT background and graphic and web designing, so even marketing online, I'm not scared. I have that exposure. So they were like, you're doing this and you're growing, it looks like it's a good business. Now I've come with a bill. I post to these people that have been following me that no, I'm doing a bill.
Okay.
Nafungua. I did it in the house. I wish I can get that photo one day. I opened it in the sitting room. It was all because it was a kid's bill. And now on posting, whatever I was doing, people started asking me.
Yeah.
Sasa ulinunua wapi? How did you price? Ulipata matambara? Nini? And people was asking me on my timeline and my page that I've been using to post whatever I've been selecting. And Grace Wambere, I think I've always been very open with information. By the way, that is a gift, God-given gift.
Yeah.
So I used to now tell them. And unfortunately, with the Facebook, you cannot have more than 5,000 friends.
Yeah.
So I saw at some point, wamefika 5,000, so I'm being limited. And I thought, what can I do? Pages, I don't know why Kenyans, well, they're not so much into it.
Yeah.
So I opened a group.
Okay.
And the group, I called it, now this one was for totally advising people as in when I'm opening a bill, I even call them to come and see how we are doing it.
Okay.
Actually, at some point, I was taking people to Gikomba to show them the specific corners.
That's on Facebook?
Yes.
Okay.
So now I opened a group calling it Mitumba Startups. I think it was Mitumba Chap Chap Startups.
Yeah.
And it was back in October 2016.
Okay.
That's when I created now. They today called Mitumba Chap Chap, but before it was Mitumba for Starters.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite interesting. I'm hearing the story and I'm thinking, wow, imagine you're someone who's starting from the grassroots, and you're listening to this story, so you're getting a lot of insights on the online platform and also on the physical platform where you've been going to source out the clothes and sell them, and also online. I think people are my viewers, I hope our viewers our viewers
today are the hosts.
So our viewers, I hope you're learning through the session to know how to grow online, to grow your platform.
Exactly.
To know to move from one step to another. You started as an own account and then you moved to a group. So
now
as a group you're able to have more people on board.
Exactly. Like if you see today, I have 5,000 Facebook friends. But so on Facebook, Mitumba Chap Chap, I have 383,000 members.
Sawa. So Mitumba Chap Chap. So what does Mitumba Chap Chap represent to you? What does the Chap Chap, what does the whole fraternity represent to you?
You as a worker at Mitumba Chap Chap,
again,
you know, it's about do this, think. It's chap 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 chap. I used to have a kibanda in Gikomba, if you didn't know, and you see this trolley guy, even you guys, when you are carrying a bale on your back, it's 45 kgs, you're taking, what do you want that person in front of you to do?
To just move. We just want to get there.
And move how? Faster. So it's
chap chap.
And we are selling what?
Wow.
So it's
Mitumba Chap Chap.
Bas.
Okay.
And that's how we do things.
And also,
even replying to your messages, we are. If we don't, you call, we pick. You call, you don't get Gracie, you'll get.
Okay.
Then you get someone else, and you'll be assisted.
Wow. So for the Chap Chap, actually the Chap Chap, it's about that being fast in delivery, fast in response,
and
and
not just fast.
But
even
quality.
Fast in thinking. Fast grade, fast quality.
So you've always, again, we come back to that point. You've always been on a trend. You always want to be on the trend.
Of course, yes.
Okay, so you have to be quite intentional.
And
I think.
Yes. And consistent.
Wow. So how far do you see yourself in a few years to come, or some years to come? How far do you see yourself? And also growing from that small kibanda. You've said the kibanda. So,
yes, it was a kibanda.
Growing from that small kibanda to the shop, to one shop in town, and then we are here in Kiambu. You've mentioned about KU. There's Karen. There's Mombasa. There's also other places. We have our esteemed fans and clients who want us also to reach out to them, to grow near them. So watasema hapo kwa comment section where they want us to reach out next.
It's been quite a journey, and I thank God. And one thing that has really made Mitumba Chap Chap grow, it's something we call delegation. Because if I can be seated here doing this interview and I know my phone is ringing, WhatsApp, there are people talking, but they're being responded to, I have delegated that job to someone else. So those who are looking into growing, you must delegate. You must allow people to work for you. Don't always have that mentality that utaibiwa. Hapana. Just easy up and trust God and eka Mungu pale akuchungie. Na tena kama wewe si mwizi utaibiwa, lakini kama ni mwizi utaibiwa. Hiyo nasemanga tu kweli. So we've grown from kibanda from I started in Moi Avenue in a very small shop. I used to do clothes with the Nyororo there, but now we have a shop along Moi Avenue in Nairobi. I can give the address. Moi Avenue, Nairobi. The address is Princely Mall. Princely Mall, we are just next to MKU Towers, shop number 12B. Ukiuliza hata hapo hivyo nje, ambia tu wa majamaa waenda Mitumba Chap Chap, they'll direct you there. Then we have a shop in Mombasa. Mombasa, we are also along Moi Avenue, just like in Nairobi. Pale mapembeni, kila mtu akienda Mombasa lazima upigwe picha kwa mapembeni ndio ujue umefika Nairobi. Just next to it, there's a garden inaitangwa Uhuru Gardens. Then there's a building hapo imeandikwa Glory Kahaya. Next to it there's a pharmaceutical, let's call it a chemist, naitwa Ansel. We are inside there on top. Then we are in KU, Kenyatta University. Pale nyuma kuna mahostels panaitwa KM. Kuna Bethel, it's called Bethel Hostel.
Yeah.
Just next to it hapo utapata sala, hata ukiona dami zetu tu tutakupatia namba. Tunakuanga just next, we are just next to actually gate ikiwa hapa ni sisi tuko hapa. Ni sisi tuko na kadamika kadem ako na kichwa. Then ukienda Karen, we have a shop there, it's called Pink and Blue. Pink and Blue iko inside Liberty Center. Alafu ni hii Karen ya side ya Lang'ata, ukishapita Galleria, hiyo side ya Bomas. Na place naitwa Liberty Center. Kuna mosque iko mahali kunaitwa Kuida Street. Utaiona tuko kwa barabara, tunaitwa Pink and Blue. Where else?
And here
Kiambu Road.
Oh. And here in Kiambu.
Kiambu Road nasa ni hapa kwenye tuko.
Yeah.
This is the best ever. This is my favorite shop. Lakini okay, enye the others kama siwapendi vile, lakini why I love this shop is because we have everything, as in we've got everything. You come shopping here, hauwezi toka bila kitu. And in all these shops that I've mentioned, we do that thing of kufanya wholesale prices and retail prices kwa wenye wanaenda kuuza. Everybody who is stationed in all these shops, they are in a position to guide you, they are in a position to advise you, they are in a position to even advise on what to pick or what will work for you. So sio lazima unipate mimi. So mimi nimedelegate, I cannot be everywhere. But hata wao wenyewe, if they get to a point they feel like hapa tumelemewa, they will always call me and tell me I have a client here, the client wants this and this. Our headquarters now, our main offices are the ones along Nairobi, Moi Avenue. That's where you get even the bigger team. If you want to meet me, I am very available, but only on appointments. You can always speak with my PA, he's called Deno. Yes. Okay.
So as a live audience, here on the ground, I'm quite picking, and from what you're telling us, I'm quite picking, there's a lot of professionalism from your end in Mitumba Chap Chap, in Mitumba. So you can bring a lot of professionalism on board.
Of course.
You've brought a lot of professionalism where we're having, you can do something else on the side. You can be working on a project, but then you're having your business running all through 24/7. Yes. Since you have a lot of professionalism, and that's something maybe that people should be considering, to stay professional in whatever business or whatever ventures that they're venturing
even in employing.
Yeah, even employing.
Don't just go telling your relatives I'm looking for someone to ask.
Okay. And finally, and also before we wrap up the show, I'd like to also give a thumbs up and also cheers to the online shop. Apart from having all that, we have the online buyers, and we are quite grateful to you. Yeah, keep on shopping, keep on listening, keep on sharing and liking our pages, and finally subscribe to the show.
Guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.
Plug in Mitumba Chap Chap. We got you.